What's up, everybody? It's been a little bit, but we're back. It's a beautiful Saturday. It's raining, which is awesome. I have not seen rain down here in LA in a long time, and I always love it when it rains. I like rain. Everybody likes sunshine, but you get so used to sunshine in LA that rain feels really nice. But I digress. A few days ago, I went over the things you should stop doing to improve your life. Now I want to go over the things you should start doing to improve your life. Now, everybody's going through a different time in their life. Everybody's got different phases, and certainly there are times when we realize that we want to make a change and we don't know what to do. And there are definitely specific things that you should do, but I want to talk about the general, because I don't know all of you, and I don't know what your stories are, or what you're going through, or what your careers are. I have no idea. I can't give you advice on all of that, but I can give you advice on things you can do that will improve your life. These are general things that I think everybody should do, and they'll improve your life. The first thing is working out. Now, it's actually one of the first pieces of advice that I got. Working out is extremely beneficial. Now, I can go over all the scientific crap, but I think everybody knows that working out's good for you. I actually got this piece of advice from a friend of mine when I realized that I needed to make a change in my life. I won't go over the whole story, but I had an accident, a car accident, that could have taken my life and could have taken the life of somebody else. And it was my first real grasp of the possibility of death. And I said to him, all right, I don't know what needs to change, but something's got to change. So I need your help. And he said, well, start working out. That was universal for him. He said, I don't know what you went through, but the way to improve your life is just start working out. I was like, okay, I'll do it. And when I started working out, I noticed that I had a lot more energy. My mood drastically changed to something more positive, and I just liked the way my body looked, and that also added to the positivity, and also added to a lot of confidence. So working out not only helps you physically, it's not just a physical gain, it's also a mental gain. It's a mental gain. It's a huge confidence boost. Every time I look at a mirror, it's a huge confidence boost now. Now, it's a lot of hard work. The first week sucks. The second week kinda sucks, but the first week's gonna suck. Your body's gonna be extremely sore. It's awful. But over time, as you continue to make that commitment, as you continue to make the consistency, as soon as you get consistent with working out, the soreness goes away, and sometimes you even miss it. I miss being sore. I truly do. I truly miss being sore, because it was a good indicator of improvement. But I can't not go to the gym now. Like 6 days a week, I can't not go to the gym. Going to the gym is the commitment I made. And I understand while it sucks while I'm doing it, because I don't like working out. I don't like it. It sucks. In the meantime, like while I'm doing it, it sucks. I love the results. I love the mindset that I get, and I love the strength that I get as well. Looking at my body afterwards and looking at it and being like, I'm so jacked. That's awesome to me. I like the results of my workout. I'm not a huge fan of the workout itself, though I am starting to like it. I am starting to like, when I think about the results, I don't like going through the pain, but the reason why I can endure the pain and the reason why I can start enjoying the pain is because I know that the end result is a boost in confidence, a boost in physicality, a boost in my mentality, a boost to my mood. There's no losing when you work out. Now, work out safely. Figure out how to do it safely, because the only way you can lose working out is if you do it wrong and you hurt yourself. So figure out how to work out and start doing it. Don't get freaked out about everybody that goes to the gym once started out as a person that's new to the gym, not knowing what in the world they're doing. Everybody. So if anybody judges you at the gym, they're jerks. And if anybody, but for the most part, I mean, to the gym I go to, for the most part, they're nice. So yeah, go to the gym, or even just do 20 push-ups. Just do 20 push-ups every hour. That's what I used to do. I used to do 20 push-ups every hour. But get push-ups in. If you can't go to the gym or you don't want a gym membership, do some push-ups and make the commitment to do those push-ups. But either way, start working out. Start working out. It's great. It's good for all parts of your life. We back. It's good ab and leg day. My abs are killing me. Actually, a buddy of mine that I made at the gym, we would usually just talk about, what are we working out? We see each other around. It's good to see him, keep the workout brother. This time we actually worked out together. This is my first time working out with somebody at the gym. And we challenged each other through abs, which was awesome. It was great to have somebody there to push me, and then I was there to push him too. It was awesome. And yeah, it was a really good ab and leg day. But going through all the health stuff, let's get to the second thing that you should start doing in order to make a positive change in your life. And the second thing you should start doing is start eating right. I said last time to stop eating junk. Well, if you're not eating junk, that means you're eating good stuff. You're eating good food. Now, is there a particular diet that I advocate for? Yes, there's two particular diets that I advocate for. Keto and carnivore. Keto you can start doing, but carnivore is a little bit more advanced. However, I will say I've enjoyed carnivore more than I've enjoyed keto, because while I was doing keto, I only stuck to one or two recipes. For the carnivore, I have a few that makes it more varied, but both have good recipes, keto and carnivore. But the main benefit of keto and carnivore is just energy. You have so much energy when you cut carbs out of your life. You have a lot of energy throughout the whole day too. So when you aren't, like I said last time, I'm going to explain it again. If you're eating carbs and you're not using those carbs, you are going to crash. It is glucose. Same thing with sugar rushes, you crash. If you aren't using the sugar, which turns into glucose, or if you aren't using the carb, which turns into glucose, you are going to crash. That's why people call it a food coma, when in reality, it's just a glucose crash. So, if you're not using those glucose things, then it's going to be stored up as fat, and it's going to make you tired. The great thing about keto, and the great thing about carnivore, when you cut out carbs, is that you stop burning glucose as your primary source of energy, and you start burning ketones, which is stored fat. So that's why it's called keto. You enter ketosis, you start burning ketones, and you start burning your excess fat. So not only do you have extra energy, but you're losing weight, which is fantastic. So you have a lot more energy. What else do you gain from eating right on these two diets? Well, you also get I will say this. It also sucks. I'm not going to lie. It sucks. It's like working out. The first 2 weeks are going to suck, and then your body gets used to it. Because I remember the keto sickness. It's real. I remember my stomach being like, this is messed up. We need some carbs. Your body needs to adjust shifting into a different fuel source. And it takes some time to adjust, and it sucks. It really does suck. But when you can get over that hump, it feels so good. Your energy spikes, your mood spikes because you're not miserable because of all the things you eat and you're not tired through the rest of your day. It helps with your mood. It helps with your energy levels. It helps you look freaking jacked. It's good for you. Those are the two diets I advocate. But if you can find yourself a balanced diet, that's just as important. If you have carbs in your diet, fine, go for it. But make sure you're eating right. Don't have a burger every day. Don't fry your food. Don't get fried chicken, pizza, all that stuff. Don't get that unless you're actively trying to burn it. Unless you're doing insanity or like cardio every day. Unless you have a process in which you can burn it, like you're hitting the gym, doing a bunch of cardio. Unless you're doing that, I highly recommend you stick to a diet, a certain diet. One especially if you're living a more sedentary lifestyle. One especially that cuts out carbs. You don't have to cut out carbs completely, but you can go easy on the carbs or cut them out completely. And you'll notice just how much more energy you have. So, eat right. What's up, everybody? We're back. I've been working non-stop on my business, as well as trying to get gigs for Instacart, but nobody wants groceries delivered on Saturdays for some reason. It's usually the workday or weekdays that they want the groceries delivered. So that's strange to me, but market doesn't lie. I am also on my third cup of coffee. It's been a long workday, and that's keeping me going. Honestly, I think I should have more coffee. I really like how this feels. I'm way more focused on my work, which, yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy more coffee. And this is actually a great segue, which is a first. This is a great segue to my third point of the things you should start doing to make a positive change in your life. And that is to work. Now, a lot of people hate their work. I know a lot of people that hate their work. I used to go to an art school, and people can't afford to do with their art because they have to work to pay for the expensive place they live in, LA. I am fortunate enough to have somebody support me so that everything that I get from, all the income I get goes right directly back to my business. So working on that. I'm very fortunate in that. However, I want everybody to realize something, that if you want to have that positive change in your life, you need to work, and you need to work hard. I mean work really hard and invest in something. Build something up. Don't just work to survive, work to build something up. I know plenty of people, I've dealt with plenty of people that work to survive, and you can tell from the look on their face that they're just working to survive. They don't care about the quality of their work. They don't care about the customer. They just want to survive the day so that they can go home, chill, play video games, all of that stuff. I can see it. I know the people that do that. And those are the people that are going to be staying like that pretty much for the rest of their lives. And then I see the people that go above and beyond, that even though they're working a 9-to-5 job or even a part-time job, they go above and beyond to make sure that they're, providing excellent service, or they're working really hard and looking at different angles and doing their best, their genuine best in the work that they do. And I say, those are the people that I want to be like. Those are the people that are going to make it. Those are the people that are going to get the promotion. So whatever you're working on, work really hard. And the way to do that is to see the end goal. It's to have that end goal in your head. What does that goal look like? Whatever you're working on, figure out what the end goal is, right? That can give you'd be surprised at how much BS you're willing to take when you see the end goal. When you see the end goal and you know that if you work hard enough, you can get there, you can handle a bunch of BS. Seriously. For example, my business has not been profitable. In fact, I have lost thousands of dollars with my business. However, I know that I'm learning constantly. I know that the end goal of this business, if I just find one product that can do well, I can make thousands of dollars a week. I can earn all that money back in an instant. But I haven't done that yet. And the reason I can keep continuing to do that, the reason I can continue to throw money to find a product and have it fail and be like, well, gotta find a new product. The reason I can do that is because I see the end goal. I can see that if I can continue mining, if I continue working, if I continue toiling, no matter how many times I fail, if I can get that one product, sell that one product really well, this whole thing will take off. And I can suffer through that. So have that end goal in mind and work really hard. Work really hard. I think that's the way to fight depression as well. A lot of people are depressed because they're working to survive. But I think the people that aren't depressed are the people that are working to build something, to achieve something. I think that's a great way to fight depression, truly. So stop working to fight, or stop working to survive. Start working to build something up for yourself. And that'll take you far. Honestly, I think that'll take you really far. So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're trying to build up, work as hard as you can. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're, going through something. If you can work despite how you feel, you'll go really far. And an easy way to do that is to set that goal in front of you and see it clearly, clear as day, that if you work hard enough, you can achieve that goal. You can suffer any kind of failure. You can suffer any kind of setback and say, you know what? This is all part of the process. This is all part of the process. There's going to be ups and downs. It's inevitable. But as long as the up is like this, and you hit the down, but you're continuing to climb up, as long as that's happening, there's a constant growth, even with the ups and downs, you're good, bro. You're absolutely golden. So, with everything that you're doing in terms of work, set that goal for yourself and work hard. And I guarantee you'll find it fulfilling instead of just a slog every single day. Climb, build something up, go above and beyond. And you'll realize that your life is way more fulfilled. So, work really hard, set that goal for yourself. That's my advice for number 3. What's up, everybody? We're back. It is 10:24 p.m. I know it looks like I didn't move. And I kind of didn't. I was just here working on my business. And I have a plan. If I manage to, so I got new ads for an old product that used to do pretty well. Well, not pretty well. I didn't profit off of it, but it did decent. And I want to try and, if I manage to sell one to within 2 days or 3 days, if I manage to get a purchase, then I'm probably going to go crazy with it. I'm probably going to make a bunch of different ads for it and see what sticks, basically. So
I'm going to discuss this strategy with my business, my business community. But yeah, I'm a little nervous about it, but at the same time, it is what it is. It's a strategy. I'm going to try it. So it's always good to test new things. That being said, I want to get to the last point, the things you should start doing to improve your life. And that's to find your faith. And I think that's been the most important part of my whole journey, is growing deeper in my faith. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe that Jesus came down to earth and preached the gospel and then died on the cross for my sins and rose again after 3 days. And I obviously have a bias. I obviously advocate for the Christian and Jewish God, but at the same time, I would rather you believe in something than nothing. So I can't tell you how many times my faith has been so impactful to me, has improved my life drastically. And it's something that gives me hope and prevents me from feeling deep despair. Like, I can grieve, and I can feel terrible, and I can make a bunch of mistakes as well, but I will never lose hope because of my faith. And it's also a huge anchor for me. Like, I'm not an anxious person because of my faith, you know? Just knowing I've been doing my business for so long, and I've lost out on a lot of money, and I've not made any profit at all. And yet I can stick with it because I have faith. Not only do I have the vision of what's going to happen ahead of me, but I know that if God wants me to stick with this, then I'm going to stick with it. And I know that if God doesn't want me to stick with it, he'll get me out of it. But while I have that vision ahead of me, and he's allowing me to see that vision, and he's guiding me towards it, then I'm no matter what happens, no matter how much money I lose, I know that I'm going to be okay. Even if he's going to take me out of it, whether 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and it was all for nothing, I'm sure that I'm going to be okay. That it wasn't for nothing. That he wants me to learn something on this journey. And if I don't get to the destination that I see, then it wasn't for me. Then the things that I learned along the way are going to help with some different area of my life that he's going to send me on. So because I know, and everybody says Jesus take the wheel, but because I know Jesus is at the wheel, he's steering, I just have to step on the gas pedal. That's pretty much how it is. Because of that, I can keep walking forward into the darkness, because I don't need to see. He's seeing for me. He just says, take steps. Just go. Have faith, go. I'm like, all right. I mean, you never let me down before, so I'm just going to keep walking. So having that faith, I don't get anxious. I get nervous after, like, when I'm about to perform and stuff like that, sometimes. But for the most part, I don't really get anxious about anything. I don't worry about anything because I know it's in God's hands. And that's powerful. That's powerful. When you can have no anxiety in any kind of situation, especially a high-risk situation, like business, like putting a bunch of ads out there that costs money, and then ordering ads that cost money, putting ads out there that also costs money, not knowing if it's going to succeed. It doesn't succeed. You have to kill it, find a new ad, do all this research, and then repeat the process. Like, it's high risk. Same with my career. It's also high risk. But I walk that road because it's the road that was set before me. I found business because God put that before me. I found my career in the entertainment industry because God said that before me. He gave me the talents to do so. So I know it's not for nothing. I know that there's a reason for it. And it doesn't have to be big either. I don't expect, like, when I look ahead of me, I don't see famous Hollywood star. I see somebody that just works in the entertainment field or works in the entertainment industry and, you know, has a successful life. That's it. I don't like fame. I don't particularly like fame. I don't particularly like Hollywood or Disney or anything like that. But I do see myself as an entertainer, and I see that before me, and I know that if God wants to take me out of that, he can. And if God wants me to keep walking that road, then I will. But, you know, it's knowing that everything's going to be okay because it's in God's hands. No anxiety. I don't have to be anxious for anything. And if I am anxious for anything, I can talk to God about it. I can pray. And it's great. So, that and just hope. Like hope. You know, hope. What do atheists hope for? What's the hope? For me, I have the hope of heaven. And it isn't, at least, you know, for Christians, it's not based on good deeds. It's based on what Jesus did. There's literally nothing I can do to get to heaven. Nothing. There's no good deed. There's no deed good enough I can do to earn heaven. There's no earning heaven. Heaven's a gift. It's up to you to accept it or not. That's the Christian perspective. Now, if you have a different faith, that's great. If it's atheism, find something. Find something, because there's nothing more depressing than atheism. I'm just going to say that right now. That's depressing. Just being like, I mean, that's I don't want to go off on it right now, but what I am going to say is find your faith. Faith in something. I highly advocate for Christianity, but find your faith in something and let it be your hope. Let it be your guide. And you'll start to realize that God is reliable. And if it's Allah, if reincarnation, in Hinduism, if reincarnation is reliable, fine. And if I'm wrong, pray for me. And if I think you're wrong, I'll pray for you. But at the end of the day, I'm glad, just believe in something. Believe in something so that it can give you some hope, and it can give you some, and it can ease your anxieties. But yeah, that's my last tip. That's my last tip, is believe in something. It's good for you. And if it just so happens to be Christianity, I'd love to have a conversation about it. But I'll make videos on that later down the line, I'm sure. But for now, if you want to start improving your life, follow those 4 tips. All right? Work out, eat right. The 3rd tip. Work out, eat right, work hard, and find your faith. That's truly, I believe if everybody on earth follows those tips, all those 4 tips, then your life will improve dramatically. And everybody else has their specific thing they need to work on, but generally, if you follow these 4 tips, you're going to be great. Your life will improve dramatically. And I hope that everybody out there listening right now, especially those that are going through a hard time, that are going through this transition period, like I am, where I'm not quite where I want to be yet, but I'm not where I used to be. I hope everybody in that time that doesn't have one of these 4 things, or 2 of these 4 things, or all 4 of these 4 things, that you start doing that. And this is also just for this section. This is a special message to those who want to improve their life but don't know where to start. These 4 tips will change your life. And it's not going to be easy. Doing these 4 things is hard. It's tough. It's going to hurt. Change hurts. But once you start, you're never going to look back. Once you start, you're going to say, wow, I'm really glad I did that. And it'll be your new routine. It'll be the new pattern you set before yourself. It'll be your new way of life. And I can 100% guarantee you won't regret it. Let's get to your comments from last video. Mike, your enthusiasm was fired up in this one. That's good. Your videos have gotten better since getting off of a compulsory daily schedule. That's true. I have more time to think about the videos that I want to make. And also, I'm pretty up on coffee, but also getting enough rest, you know, because I have to, when I upload these things, I sleep at like 12 and I have to wake up at like 7. So sometimes I don't immediately fall asleep at 12. So it does feel good to be able to get off of just a daily upload schedule. And then now more towards something, things I want to talk about, but also still vlogging a little bit. So that's fun. Andrew, great video, brother. Very insightful. Appreciate it, man. I try to keep it interesting, but you know, there's always wisdom to be passed on. It could be somebody younger than you, somebody older than you, but don't follow the advice of children. Children aren't wise. Figure out, you know, maturity is not age. Maturity is wisdom. And I know plenty of wise people that are way younger than I am, but they're not kids. So, Marlon, thanks for sharing, brother. I definitely need to hear this. My pleasure, man. This is stuff that was told to me. This is stuff that I'm just passing on wisdom. This is my own wisdom. I'm just passing it on from stuff that other people and the Bible passed down to me. And I think that's the way people grow, is through sharing wisdom. And I try to absorb as much as I can. So I'm glad that it definitely helped you. Vladicated, hit the gym and hit home with this video. Ditching the distractions and focusing on real growth. Good. This world is full of distractions. You look at, on my computer, while I'm doing ad research, I see ads that are distracting. I mean, some ads are just that good. But also, YouTube's right there. And sometimes pornography is right there. And it's a distraction. So, getting out of the patterns that lead you to distraction are super key. And, you know, I learned that recently. Is like, life is patterns. And if you can recognize the patterns and break patterns and start new patterns that are good for you, you've conquered life. You can conquer anything. So I'm still trying to get a vision for it, but I do recognize sometimes the patterns that I make, and I'm trying really hard to break them. But it's tough. It's very tough. Personal growth is very difficult, but it makes it worth doing, because when you conquer it, whoo! Man, does it feel good. It feels real good. So I'm glad that this video hit home for you. And yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting those distractions. Keep pushing past them and focusing on true growth. And I will say, working on the daily on that stuff, not exciting. But when you finally conquer something, man, like I said, feels good. So keep on the daily grind. It can get monotonous, but keep pushing. And when you finally conquer it and you finally achieve, look back and say, that was worth it. Let's get to the next fight. Because once you achieve victory, like when I look at my body and how it looks now, I'm just like, this is a victory. I want to keep working out. I want to lift heavier stuff now. So once you did, when you see the results of when you see results and when you see the victories, it can totally push you to keep going, because now you know what's ahead of you. So yeah, keep it up, man. Proud of you. Other than that, there's no other comments. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your nice comments. Appreciate that.
can't wait to see the comments on this one. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, if you want to, know more about my life, I try to keep an open book. I keep myself an open book because, this is a vlog. I'm pretty much putting my life on display. So yeah, you can ask me anything. I'll answer it to the best of my ability and within reason. Other than that, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.